Hi everybody, I'm James.
And I'm Brian.
And this is Clutterducks Week in Review, our first one ever, and we're really excited to show you guys what we got in store. First, we're going to talk about Mega Man X for the Super Nintendo, one of my favorite games of all time. Don't you agree, Brian?
I've never played it.
You've never played Mega Man X?
Nope. Can't say I have.
You've never played this delicious goodness of Super Nintendo?
Nope. Not once.
Why? Show's over. I'm out of here. Go play the game!
We'll be right back.
Play the game yet?
Nope. Not yet.
You really should play the game. Play the game. So, Kate, like I was telling you, he has never played Mega Man X for the Super Nintendo. My part-timer. What an idiot! I cannot believe he has never played one of the best games for Super Nintendo. What a dum-dum. I can't. I've tried. I can't. I don't know what to do. I can't. I don't pay you to play games, Brian! So, Brian, what's the first game you're going to show us today?
Today I'm going to talk about Dishonored. This is a game that was released at the tail end of 2012 by Bethesda. It was developed by Arcane Studios, and this is one of my favorite games of all time, for sure. In this game, you play as Corvo, who is an assassin for the Queen, and at the very beginning of the game, he gets framed for the Queen's murder and the kidnapping of the princess. And throughout the course of the game, you're trying to figure out who caused it to happen and why they did it, and basically rescue the princess from whatever prison she happens to be in. And there's a lot of twists and turns throughout the story. It always keeps you guessing. I definitely recommend checking this game out. So James, what are you going to show us today?
I am going to show you Penguin, Batman, Vicky Vale, text me. The Penguin classic action figure. This is a reissue of the original Penguin from the original TV series that aired in the 60s with Adam West as the Batman. It is pretty cool looking. I mean, it has the original figure. It's something I watched as a child. Reruns. I'm not that old.
What was it like when the train was invented? Is that terrifying?
You're dead to me.
I don't know.
The Penguin. It's a great action figure. It shows like what they thought he would look like back then. You know, it was based off of the comic books. He did get darker, you know, later on in the series. Oswald Cobblepot. He was played by Danny DeVito in the Tim Burton version of him. It was pretty cool. He isn't my favorite villain from the Batman series. That is still being held by the one, the only, the Joker, which is absolutely just one of the best villains out there. It was played by Cesar Romero for the TV series. It was also, you know, played later on by Jack Nicholson, who did a great job in the Tim Burton version of it. I mean, do you have a Joker that you're partial to?
Well, unfortunately, the only rendition of the Joker I've seen is Heath Ledger's, simply because I was probably like a toddler when Jack Nicholson... Wait, when was that movie released? Jack
89. 1989, so you were still in diapers at 13. But anyways, we would like to know, what is your favorite villain rendition actor of the Joker? Was it Heath Ledger, Cesar Romero, Mark Hamill as the voice of the Joker? Was it Jack Nicholson from the Tim Burton? Please leave your comments in the section below on YouTube, and we would love to hear from you. So Brian, what's the next game you're going to show us?
We're going to talk about a classic from the N64 era, GoldenEye 007. Now, I have so many great memories growing up playing this in the 90s with friends, just multiplayer, just talking smack, in the same room together. Just no experience like it anymore because everything's online now. So if you've ever played this game, you probably have amazing memories of it just like I do.
I played the game many, many times with my brothers and close friends. So the one character that I definitely want to talk about that you shouldn't be using this game unless you are brand new to the series is a character called Oddjob. For anyone who's played the game, they totally understand that Oddjob is a really unfair advantage to anyone who uses him because he's about 2 feet shorter than everyone else and very hard to autofocus.
Basically what they did is they made the character model for Oddjob much shorter than the character models for the other characters, making them much more difficult to hit. So that's why it's unfair to play as Oddjob, like James said, unless you're new to the game. So James, I know you love Zelda. I know it's your favorite game series of all time. Next game you're going to talk about, it's kind of similar to Zelda, but it isn't. Can you explain more?
Absolutely.
Thoroughly?
It's loosely based off of what made Zelda so popular. But what they did is they put their own spin on it, and it has to do, I would have to say, with their religious views. This is made by Wisdom Tree. It is called Spiritual Warfare. This is a non-licensed NES game that came out during the Nintendo era, where basically what they were doing is they were taking popular games that everyone enjoyed playing, and they were kind of putting their own religious spin on them. With this game right here, it's just basically, instead of being Link and going and saving the princess with a sword and a shield, you're battling demons so that you can show God's power and might with pears. Instead of having a sword, you throw pears. And there's no real, like, ogres or enemies. It's just basically human beings that are doing naughty things. No.
What kind of naughty things would they be doing?
Well, instead of farming, they're running around with their rake going, I'm not gonna do chores! And while they do that, you're basically like, have a pear. Jesus loves you. And then basically they go, well, you know what, I've learned my ways, and then demon leaves. So, for the right kind of people, it's something that they would absolutely love. For the collector in you, this is one that you have to at least try once so you can say that you've played it. There's not that many copies out there because it wasn't a wide release. Also, with our copy that you can get here at Clutterducks, we actually have the original manual. So if you want to get something for your collection, not only are you going to get the cartridge, which is hard to find, but you're also going to get the manual, which is actually even harder to find. Available at Clutterducks. It's one of the things that the creators really didn't take into account when they were doing him, but
when they were doing him?
Yeah, they were doing him.
They were doing him good.
Yeah.
Actually, not so good because, you know.
Inappropriate odd job.
Hey man, you want an odd job? Give you an odd job for a nickel.
I'm gonna show everyone na penguin, the Batman. Don't laugh. I could really go for a chocolate milk right now.